Hello and welcome to the Nexus Gaming Series opening day for Season 10. I am the Crushinator and I will be your host for this evening's matchup in the Heroic Division between Wildheart Gaming and Team Reapers. These teams are rearing and ready to go, so I'm going to take you over to the map screen super quick and let you know the state of this series as we get into it. Wildheart Gaming did end up with map pick. They chose to ban Hanamura Temple and Dragonshire. Team Reapers choosing to ban away Towers of Doom and Cursed Hollow. And Wildheart Gaming will be taking us to Braxis Holdout here for game number 1. Let's get into the draft. Braxis Holdout, here we go. Come on, server stability. We can do it. We can do it, team. Can we get to the ban phase? We're so close. Hold your breath. Oh, we're banning. All right. Team Reapers is first to act here on Braxis Holdout. We are pre-patch. There was a big patch promised last week. It has not landed just yet. So Chromie, still very strong. ETC, still very strong. We'll see if those meta heroes get banned. May, still very strong. We'll see what the ban strategy is here for Team Reapers. It's getting ready for ban number 1 versus Wildheart Gaming. Excited to see if Abathur makes its way through. It's going to be an opening ban onto Garrosh. Garrosh pretty good at controlling space here on Braxis Holdout, especially with some relatively narrow lanes. Chromie's going to be banned out by Wildheart Gaming, making sure not to give that up first pick here on Braxis. We'll see what else Team Reapers doesn't want to face here. With Garrosh off the board, they could be looking for a sort of stronger engage comp, not wanting to worry about being picked there. Garrosh also just, decently strong tank. His wave clear's not the best, though. So they want to, looks like they want to narrow down the brawling on the point options as Anna, or Anna, depending on your flavor, is banned away. So no nano-boosted mages will be making it into this game. Wildheart Gaming, still plenty of options open for the bans. Chromie's really the big one that you've got to ban right now. So with that out of the way, they're probably thinking more about bans to go against their strategy map bans here on Braxis. We're going to see Rexar banned away, who is a stalwart point control champ there in the top lane. And Deckard is going to be snap-picked by Hope for pick number 1, followed up instantly by the ETC Greymane lock-in by Lupus and Brown Bala.
The wait is over.
Cassia, taken in response by JP. Cassia still very, very strong, even with the multiple Surge of Light nerfs that came through. Hopefully she's in a more stable position, not the triple S tier, just a good assassin. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Red 11 is going to pick up the May, who did make it through the ban phase. Now, I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that May's Avalanche is still banned as a heroic ability. Last I checked, that was still true. So I'm assuming we're going to see a May Ice Wall coming out from Red 11. Wildheart Gaming with their third ban, the main tank, the main damage, the main healer are all locked up, so they're just going to ban away that Genji, ban away that rotating menace who can really take advantage of the map architecture to move between top and bottom lanes. No ninjas today. Team Reapers, they already have their Deckard, they've got the Ana banned away. Could see another healer ban here, or we could see something that pairs well with ETC. Big Mage. Maybe Orphea off the table. They're going to ban away Sonya. Interesting. So Sonya banned. Stukov and Junkrat are going to be picked up. Junkrat, obviously, or Junkrat, very, very good point control. It is going to be Malthael, picked up by Silver for that top lane matchup. Sonya does perform fairly well into Malthael, so that ban does make some sense there for sure. Chat's telling me Avalanche not banned anymore. I think they gotta update that NGS command then. I thought it still was. 8S gonna pick up the Kael'thas. So last pick, presumably the top laner. McNulty will have to figure out who to face down Malthael with. Interested to see if it's going to be a Blaze. The bunker is a nice counter to the last rites, and the point control is it's decent. It is going to be Arthas, though. Arthas, pretty good regeneration, slowing down the attack speed of Malthael, and the movement speed is pretty good. Alright, Braxis Holdout is the map. Our teams are set. Interesting little matchup we've got here. Let's see how these two teams will clash. It is game number 1, Wildheart Gaming versus Team Reapers. Let's get into it. The mini transition. We're going to call out these teams again, and it's going to be glorious. It's going to be so good. Going to nail it the second time. Once again, looking at these drafts, I think Junkrat might be an X factor here. I'm excited to see what Tempest can do on the hero. Alright, let's call it out again. On the left in the blue, we have Wildheart Gaming with McNulty on the Arthas, Brown Bala on the correct Mount Greymane, Lupus playing the ETC, Dope Monster on the Stukov, and Tempest playing the Junkrat. On the right in the red, we have Team Reapers with Silver playing the Reaper himself, Malthael. Red 11 is on the Mei. Aid S is on the Kael'thas. JP is going to be playing the Cassia, and Hope is on the Deckard.
2, 1.
We are underway, and here we go. Game 1 of the NGS Season 10 is finally underway. I think we still beat Jason squad, but it won't be by much. Won't be by much. Looks like we've got a bit of a gank attempt here on the rotations by Wildheart Gaming. We'll see if it works out. Tempest currently controlling the bottom lane. Team Reapers keeping an eye on things here in the mid. Arthas and Malthael. Looks like Arthas taking a little bit of opening damage there. Tempest not going to really be able to get close to this lane to pick up these XP globes. It looks like the rest of Wildheart Gaming is going to come on down. Their gank attempt not quite working, but Hope is a little bit caught out here, getting blown back by Junkrat. Fantastic mine there, but Hope using those potions to great effect. This could be trouble. Greymane's going to be taken out first. Team Reapers draws first blood. The slide onto Cassia is there. There's the silence. The spread for the Kael'thas Flame Strike is good. And Team Reapers draws first blood with no repercussions. Very nicely done. Taking a look at the opening talents, we do have the trait quest for Arthas in that top lane. Going to be trying to use the Frostmourne Hungers onto Malthael. Looks like we've got a bit of a rotation going on, trying to get Malthael here. Team Reapers is going to be picking up their Bruiser camp to start things off. Lupus and the rest of the squad from Wildheart Gaming. There it is, the slide onto Silver. Let's see if they can pick up this kill onto Malthael. The root is there, the silence is good, and Malthael is going down. Wildheart Gaming rotating to the top. That's going to give them quite the XP lead, as it's going to take a few seconds for Malthael to get back onto the field. It looks like we're going to have Cassia rotating through as Wildheart Gaming goes and steals this Hellbat camp. JP is going to go ahead and grab that XP as much as possible while Malthael makes it back to the field. Tempest able to stay pretty safe here. Team Reapers is going to use this Bruiser camp to push on through. Lupus gets the slide onto Kael'thas. The slow is there. This could be enough for AIDS. Oh my goodness, the mine once again catches another, and Kael'thas is down. Another nice slide onto Red 11. Looks like Wildheart Gaming is going to be trying to control both shrines here. Malthael is dealing with that stolen Hellbat camp in the top lane, so Arthas is able to control the point for now. And we've got some progress on this beacon for Wildheart Gaming. Blue side is going to pick up the Hellbat camp of their own as Red 11 trying to get onto this point. Junkrat interrupting things for now. Looks like Cassia is trying to get the better of this exchange in the top lane. Lupus trying to push the rest of Team Reapers off the point. And we're going to have a stalemate once again as Cassia makes their way back down to the bottom lane. The root is there, a nice slide silence combo, and May is blown absolutely a mile away over the architecture, but the icing is going to get him on out of there. A fantastic Blizzard catches Stukov, and that's going to be a kill for Team Reapers, though the counter kill onto Cassia is there. Very nicely traded. In the top lane, looks like Silver and McNulty are still battling things out. That matchup's going to turn a little bit sideways once level 10 comes around and that last rights comes online. Tempest trying to keep Team Reapers honest as we do see the rotation once again onto Silver in the top lane. So McNulty is going to stop the progress for now. These teams are rotating a little bit. Wildheart Gaming is going to go ahead and pick up their Bruiser camp to try to push this lane out in McNulty's favor. But here comes JP. This could be trouble for Arthas. Ooh, the Death Shroud does not quite land, and McNulty's going to be alright for now. Junkrat trying to get onto the point, but this could be a tough rotation. Uses that mine to get away and avoids the Netherwind. As I trip to find my words there. McNulty now has the Bruiser camp pushing. JP's going to have to stay and help clear this away as the rest of Wildheart Gaming now is a 4v3 in the bottom lane. There's the slide onto May. The silence is there. Is that going to be enough damage to take out the Overwatch hero? We do have a stun there onto Greymane. Brown Ball are going to have to clear on out. Malthael and Cassia controlling that top point for now. Arthas is looking for the rotation. Gotta be careful, though. JP's still lurking around the corner. Looks like Wildheart Gaming is going for a very aggressive rotation here. Will be spotted by JP, who's going to get on out of there. We had a fraction of a second of progress, 52% to 36 here, as Tempest remaining in the bottom lane trying to interrupt the rotations of Team Reapers. Looks like we've got another camp steal coming out from Wildheart Gaming. Silver and JP are going to see it. Oh, this could be trouble. Oh, and very nice dodge by Silver. Is that going to be enough, though? The rest of Team Reapers is coming up, and we're going to have a fight over this camp. Dope Monster will be the first to fall, but the counter kill onto Silver. 1 for 1 so far. Brown Ball a little bit low in the back, and it looks like Wildheart Gaming is going to have to retreat. They're going to give up this camp. They're only going to give up the 1 kill, though. And they got the kill of their own. See how much progress they can get on this point. Looks like none at all, as Team Reapers is going to cap the top point once again. Got the 2 DPS here. Hope is coming in for those heals, so Lucas is going to have to peel on out of there as JP trying to put some damage onto the Junkrat. Arthas will need a little bit of help in the top lane clearing out that camp. His wave clear is not tremendous. Looks like the rest of Wildheart Gamer are going to go ahead and pick up their own Hellbat camp before we see a topside rotation. Malthael is going to pick up the top beacon, and Team Reapers looks like they're going to have a little bit of time with this channel. Lupus with the slide. Ooh, a very nice unstoppable by May. Is that going to be enough, though? Red 11 is booped back into Wildheart Gaming. Icing is still up, so it looks like May's going to be alright. Lupus is kind of caught on the wrong side of things. Playing around the vision there. Gets the slide onto Cassia. The Blizzard controlling the point. And Team Reapers is going to pick up the first Zerg wave of the game.
Oh, so many Zergs.
Arthas did manage to clear away that camp. Is going to try to push back Silver along with this smaller Zerg wave. But the max wave plus the Bruiser camp is going to be barreling down the bottom lane. It looks like Kael'thas did go up for the clear for Team Reapers. So not as quite a high-pressure push as Hope actually getting blown onto the side of Wildheart Gaming. This could be it for Deckard. The rest of Team Reapers is going in here, but they've got Fort aggro right now. JP is going to have to retreat. Cassia going down first. Red 11 is popped right out of that trait by the tower aggro, and that's 2 kills for Wildheart Gaming. They do lose their fort in the process, but those 2 kills mean they've got pretty much a free clear here. Kael'thas and Malthael pushing back. Arthas in the top lane. Level 10s are here. Wildheart Gaming picking up the Flailing Swipe for Stukov. Cursed Bullet. We have the Riptire for Junkrat. ETC and Arthas still thinking about it. Still considering their options when it comes to heroics. Looks like it will be the Army of the Dead and the Mosh Pit to round out the heroics of Wildheart Gaming. They do have a little bit of time here, where Team Reapers does not have their heroics. See if they can find an engagement before level 10 is here. Here comes Lupus. They want this fight. But it looks like Team Reapers is going to back off and get enough XP for level 10 off the next wave or two. Cassia in the bottom soaking, and there is level 10 for Team Reapers. We do see the Avalanche coming out for May. It is going to be last rites for Malthael. Stay a while and listen for Deckard. Pyroblast coming out for Kael'thas. Got a big rotation here. Looking for Lupus. ETC is a bit caught out. Tempest very caught out here. There is the Valkyrie, and that will be it for Junkrat. Lupus escaping to the top. Wildheart Gaming does manage to finish off this Bruiser camp. Looks like Lupus will get away just fine. McNulty watching these rotations. Looks like Silver is going to peel away to the bottom lane. Wildheart Gaming is on the chase. Rest of the squad is going to clear this Bruiser camp. Lupus looking to possibly invade here with the rest of Wildheart Gaming. Looking for the slide. There it is. The slide onto May is there. There's the cursed bullet and the silence, and May is down. The big sleep is not going to be enough by Deckard Cain. Brown Baller using a bit of that armor to stay healthy. And it looks like Wildheart Gaming is going to try to use this advantage to push down the top forward. A huge slide onto 2. Junkrat pushing Kael'thas to the front, but Tempest and Brown Ball are very, very low here. Lupus is going to have to be careful as Malthael was on the 1v1. And Wildheart Gaming are going to have to back off here. They do get that fort wall down, and they got the kill. Looks like they're just going to peel away and get to the soak and get to the camps. Taking a look at the XP, Wildheart Gaming is ahead on that hero kill XP, and they've got a bit of an advantage on the minion XP as well. Having a very good start here on Braxis Holdout. Team Reapers is rotating onto this bottom beacon. Lupus could be in trouble. He is on the correct side of the icing by May. Ooh, the Valkyrie is there, but Lupus gets caught on the tiniest little bit of the wall, and the Valkyrie does not complete. It is 3 heroics down on the side of Team Reapers, 2 heroics down on the side of Wildheart Gaming. Beacons are up. Junkrat currently covering the top lane as Malthael is going to pick up the soak there. The rest of Wildheart Gaming is looking for an invade. Looks like they're going to be rotating to the top lane. Once again, looking for the gank onto Silver. Let's see if Malthael can sniff it out. Looks like we'll be getting away. Team Reapers is going to pick up their bottom Bruiser camp, try to pressure out that bottom lane. Level 13 is here for Wildheart Gaming. They're going to go... Looks like they're going to go ahead and start this boss. They've got quite the strong clear here with Junkrat and Greymane. Team Reapers is unaware right now. They're thinking it's a rotation gank. Red 11 sees it. Are they going to be ice onto the point? Oh, the encore from ETC pushes away Team Reapers, and that's a boss pickup for Wildheart Gaming. This boss will not have any minion support as the camp in the bottom lane for Team Reapers is pushing out that wave. But that will give Wildheart Gaming enough space to start channeling this beacon as Junkrat is taken out in the top lane by the last rites of Malthael. So Malthael will stop the channel for now. Arthas is going to go ahead up to the top lane, try to reclaim this beacon as Red 11 working on the channel in the bottom for Team Reapers. Still 9 seconds till Junkrat is back on the field. Team Reapers is going to try to get as much channel time as possible with their 1-player advantage, looking for a possible gank onto Arthas here. Silver is on the chase. 8S tries for the stun, but it does not quite land. Oh, but the Valkyrie is there! Pyroblast was committed, and Arthas is going to go down here. Wildheart Gaming did grab that bottom beacon. So Team Reapers is going to have to rotate around. Very nice gank attempt there from Team Reapers. Completing the kill on the solo lane. There's the slide onto Malthael. There's the cursed bullet and a fantastic silence placement. And that's the counter kill onto the solo laner by Wildheart Gaming. Really, really nicely done. Could be a counter kill onto the tank, though. The flailing swipe from Dope Monster looks like it's going to be enough to get Lupus out of there. With that top fort wall still in place, Team Reapers can't advance too far with these gank attempts. Junkrat back on the field is going to convert that bottom beacon over to the blue side. Once again, looking for opportunities onto Lupus. The mosh pit catches one, but the counter sleep is there. Red 11 has got a little bit of trouble here. The silence is out. Icing does manage to land. The rip tire is on the chase. Very nicely done with the trait there by Red 11. Wildheart Gaming is looking to get this Zerg wave. Malthael heading to the bottom lane to try to stop this channel, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and it may not be enough for JP. The root is out, and Cassia is down. Malthael actually does make it 92% on this channel, but Wildheart Gaming, with all members alive and Cassia down, they're going to go ahead and steal this Hellbat camp and use this to push out the top lane. Malthael, being careful in these rotations, is actually dismounted by an errant Junkrat grenade. With 92% on this beacon, I don't think Team Reapers is going to be able to get onto that top point. They're going to clear out these Hellbats, and Wildheart Gaming is going to pick up the second Zerg wave of the game. It's going to be barreling down the bottom lane here. Let's see how much they can get done. Level 16 is on the horizon for Wildheart Gaming. Junkrat heading to the top lane to try to keep up the soak. Malthael looks to be rotating on out of there. The Zergweave will be demolishing this fort and heading straight onto the keep wall. Malthael is coming on down. Looks like Junkrat is thinking about a rotation. Level 16 is here. This is a big, big advantage for Wildheart Gaming as they push in. They want to get this Junkrat here to use those mines to displace Team Reapers and possibly find a pick. Tempest has joined the fray. Using that long-range wave clear, Lupus can't find the slide onto 8S. Still pretty healthy is this Zerg wave. There's the bump. Silver is back, but using the Wraith Strike to get away. There is the stun onto Mei. Is that going to be enough? Yes, Mei is down, but Brown Balla is pulled in by the Valkyrie. Malthael going down as well. That's 2 kills. The Zerg wave is toast, but this keep is at half health, and there are 2 members dead. Can Wildheart Gaming keep up this push? 3 here on the defense. The wave clear is pretty strong. They're going to be working on this bottom keep. The keep is going to go down. Death timers are still pretty low, but the stun is there onto JP. Is that enough for the kill onto Cassia? No, JP is going to squeeze on out of there, and Wildheart Gaming, content with their keep capture, is going to retreat. I'm going to go ahead and steal the Bruiser camp of Team Reapers as Mei and Malthael make it back onto the battlefield here. The boss is up. Looks like they're going to go ahead and start it. This could be a risky call here. Team Reapers is currently stuck clearing this Bruiser camp. Mei is coming in. I don't know if Team Reapers can get here in time. Looks like they're converging, but this boss is almost dead. Mei is going to try to get onto the point here. Once again bumped back by Lupus, and the boss is captured. Mei is now in the thick of things. The silence is out, and Mei once again is down. Boss is going to be pushing the top lane, so it will not be going straight to the core. It looks like Wildheart Gaming is going to be going with this boss, going to take out the top fort and see how much damage they can do. Team Reapers is going to clear out this bottom lane before it jumps onto the core here. They've got a little bit of time. Mei will be back by the time this boss reaches the keep wall. We'll see if they can avoid getting picked here. JP outside the walls a little bit, does avoid the root. Lupus and Dope Monster looking to capitalize on any sort of poor rotation. There's the stun onto McNulty, trying to get down that side wall. Silver is seen by Lupus. There's the slide. The mosh is there. It looks like they want this Malthael. There's the silence, there's the root, and Malthael is down. The raw mosh onto 1 with no one there to interrupt, and that's another kill for Wildheart Gaming. This boss about half health as it burns down this keep. Malthael off the field for 30 seconds. We'll see if Wildheart Gaming wants to push the core. They find JP. JP gets knocked over the wall. Brown Ball has got to be a little bit careful. The avalanche is there, taking away Stukov and Greymane. Arthas is backing off, but the boss is starting to march onto core. Malthael is not there. There's the root. There's the kill. Deckard Cain is down. Wildheart Gaming wants to end this game right now. The double stun is there, though. Greymane's going to go down. That's a lot of their burn. McNulty trying to get away. And it looks like Wildheart Gaming is going to have to peel on out of there. With Greymane down and Arthas about to fall. A very nice defense from Team Reapers. But with Deckard still down for 20 seconds, this could be a tough This could be a tough recovery. As Junkrat and Stukov are working on those beacons, they're going to start the progress with still 10 seconds till Deckard's back on the field.
Here we go.
Lupus warding away the rest of Team Reapers. Still no Deckard Cain to be seen. Junkrat coming up to join Wildheart Gaming. This Team Reapers has to make a choice, and it looks like they're going to fight over this top beacon. Arth is going back to tap, so Team Reapers is safe for now as Deckard comes to rejoin the team. Looks like we've got a possible invade here. Red 11 and 8S playing very aggressively, pushing back Wildheart Gaming. Very nicely done. Wildheart Gaming possibly looking for level 20 before their next fight. They don't want to do anything too rash here. Red 11 is a little bit low on this camp, though. McNulty coming in. There's the silence. Oh, bumped out of the silence, though. Oh, the avalanche cancels the pyroblast. Malthiel is down, but Stukov is down in response. The Mosh catches two. Tempest and Brown Ball in the back. May is going to be taken out. JP is next. 8S and Hope are on the retreat. They got the Stukov, but that's all. Top lane is already on the core. 8S is being taken out by Brown Ball and McNulty, and this looks like it's going to be it. Lupus on the chase for Deckard, but with the entire team dead for at least 30 seconds. Looks like they want this kill, and they will get it. Hope goes down for the completion of the team wipe. These lanes are pushed in. Wildheart Gaming is going to be marching on to the core. Very nicely done there. Team Reapers trying to make things happen in the late game. They were in a really tough spot going for the miracle play, but it is Wildheart Gaming picking up game number 1. GG. Taking a look at the score screen here, 19 kills to 8 for Wildheart Gaming, definitely doing a good job controlling the early game. Team Reapers was looking good in the mid game, though. They were starting to turn things around with Wildheart Gaming with fantastic rotations, great ganks onto that top lane, and really nice aggressive boss calls. Keep control of those lanes and ultimately snowball things to a victory. Junkrat top in the charts damage-wise for Wildheart Gaming. Kael'thas leading the pack for Team Reapers. Take a quick look at that talent screen as we go ahead and look forward to game number 2. All right, game number 1 is in the books. Wildheart Gaming up 1-0. Going to look to close out this series, but Team Reapers needs 2 wins to come back. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, it's going to be game 2. Wildheart Gaming versus Team Reapers. Don't go far. Alrighty, welcome back to Game 2 between Wildheart Gaming and Team Reapers. Wildheart Gaming picking up the first win on Braxis Holdout. Looks like we're going to be heading to Infernal Shrines for game number 2 as our teams are about ready to go. Let's take a quick reminder of the map situation in this here series. Hanamura Temple, Dragonshire, Towers of Doom, and Cursed Hollow are banned away. Braxis Holdout was won by Wildheart Gaming for game number 1. For game number 2, Team Reapers is taking us to Infernal Shrines. Yeah, that was one thing. I was setting up all my scenes today. And I realized that my break screen doesn't have the score anymore. And I gotta do that. I gotta fix that up. Get that ready for tomorrow. Sorry about that. It is 1-0 for Wildheart Gaming. Alrighty. The draft is ready. It's going to be Infernal Shrines. Draft teams are reversed now. As in, Wildheart Gaming now has first pick. Interested to see how the solo lane changes here on Infernal Shrines. Braxis Holdout, obviously a very different style of solo lane map. Here on Infernal Shrines, we tend to see rotators, we tend to see double soakers. Champ of Horde and Cavalier, as well as Mama Dovi, thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate the support. I'm glad to see all the love in the chat, all the hype today on this opening day. Wildheart Gaming, gonna go ahead and ban the Gaul. No two-headed ogres allowed here on Infernal Shrines. I watched that Carbot video. I know what he's capable of. Team Reapers now with the response. Expecting to see the Chromie ban, and we get it. It's almost like I'm psychic. Or I've read a patch note once. Either one. Wildheart Gaming next to Act here. Now, whenever we're talking about high-level games like this one, you're always thinking about Abathur Lost Vikings. Abathur Lost Vikings, is one of those going to make an appearance? Is it the map? Is it the team? Are they going to bring it out? And I don't really think of Infernal Shrines as a big Abathur Lost Vikings map. But, I mean, if you're good enough, you're good enough, you know? It is going to be Rexar banned away by Wildheart Gaming. Rexar, very difficult to kill in lane, can double soak quite well. Camps are, you can kind of solo camps, not quite at the speed as like a Malthael or a Sonya, but, you know, still pretty good. But Nachos, thank you very much for the follow. Team Reapers with their second ban, they're going to get rid of Deckard Cain. They don't want the old man to be picked up first by Wildheart. Let's see what Wildheart Gaming thinks is first pick material here on Infernal Shrines. It's going to be Ana. Ana was let through the draft, was banned last time, but this time Dope Monster is going to pick up the sniper. Expecting a remake? Man, don't even with me right now. That was the falsest of false starts. If that was an Olympic 100 meter, there would have been like 2 competitors left after all those false starts. ETC and Cassia going to be picked up. Red 11 sniping away that ETC pick, and JP once again on the Cassia. With Ana, we tend to see supercharged mages, so I'm interested to see what Wildheart Gaming wants to pair with that expected nano boost. Tempest is going to go ahead and grab the Junkrat again, and Brown Balla this time, no Greymane, it's going to be Raynor. So interesting. I wonder if we're going to see an Eye of Horus here, because we've got our Junkrat and our Raynor. Neither of them can super benefit from a nano boost. And this is quite a big map, so I'm interested, maybe Dope Monster is going to go with the Eye of Horus. Interesting, interesting choice. Team Reapers thinking about their ban here. They're going to take away the Garrosh once again. No tank picked up for Wildheart Gaming just yet. So ETC and Garrosh are off the table. That does leave May open, so I'm interested to see whether May gets sent on through or not. Mount check has been called. We gotta be sure. Gotta be sure. Kael'thas going to be banned away by Wildheart Gaming. Kael'thas just especially strong here on Infernal Shrines. People grouping up on those objectives. Kael'thas can zone away from the entry points, can use those bombs to wipe out minions and spread to the enemy team. There's no Kael'thas for 8S in this game. We'll see what Team Reapers wants to pair up with this ETC Cassia. It's going to be Anduin and Leoric. Leoric, an old favorite here on Infernal Shrines, got the double soak down pat, and turns into a real monster with that Silence and Tomb on 20. So, probably looking to take this into the later game here is Team Reapers. We need a tank and probably an offlaner coming out from Wildheart Gaming, unless they're going to do some fancy Junkrat maneuvers. So let's see what they want to pick up here. It's going to be Mei and Chen coming out from McNulty. Interesting. Lupus on the Mei. Last pick here coming in from Aid S. Played the Kael'thas last time. Infernal Shrines. Particularly popular for Orphea as well. Though there's a lot of options here. Backline is relatively squishy. I'm interested if we see a ganker here possibly coming out from Aid S. It is going to be Mephisto. Going to be trying to shade past that front line and put some damage onto that squishy backline of Wildheart Gaming. Alright, we've got our two squads. We've got a Chen coming out from Wildheart Gaming. We've got the Buzz man Mephisto himself coming out from Team Reapers. We'll see who comes out on top here. Wildheart Gaming looking to close out this series. Team Reapers looking to stay alive. It's game number 2 coming at you. Loading in here 2 Infernal Shrines. These are 2, I don't see a lot of Mephistos. I've been seeing Anduin less and less lately with the prevalence of Deckard, and definitely don't see a lot of Chen, so this is going to be a pretty cool matchup here. On the left, in the blue, once again, is Wildheart Gaming with Tempest on the Junkrat, Dope Monster playing the Ana, McNulty on the Chen, Brown Bala on the Raynor, and Lupus playing the Mei. On the right, in the red, we have Team Reapers with Silver on the Leoric, Red 11 playing ETC, JP stepping around on that Cassia, 8S on the Mephisto, and Hope playing Anduin. Infernal Shrines. Looks like we've got a prog rock quest coming in for ETC. We do have the ace in the hole from Raynor. Trying to take advantage of the slows of Mei, of course. Team's going to be looking to control this mid lane, clear out those waves, and start the rotation. I'm expecting Leo and Chen to head on over to the top lane once this brawl is completed. McNulty just drinking away. 8S taking a little damage. Red 11 is bumped right back into the enemy squad, but the Anduin is there for the save. Looks like Team Reapers got the better of that mid-wave clear, and they're going to start their rotation down to the bottom lane. I'm expecting, yep, we see this a lot with higher level teams looking to control that mid-vision here between mid and bottom lane, interrupt these rotations and make things difficult. No gentlemanly agreements to just go passively up the sides. That's how it is in my games, man. Red 11 catching some extra soak there as JP coming in for the wave clear. Checking in on the top lane, it looks like Silver's getting the better Chen for the meantime. McNulty taking a little bit of extra damage, but with that W missing, it's going to be tough. That's alright. Team Reapers is picking up the Khazra camp on the right. It looks like Brown Bala and the rest of Wildheart are going to try to pick up this Khazra camp for free. But Red 11 sees it. Can the rest of Team Reapers get here in time? Without the monster clear talent on Raynor, that clear is not going to be that good. Raynor escaping through the bottom passage, and it looks like Team Reapers got there in time. They're going to pick up that neutral Khazra camp. Now, with that gambit, that means Wildheart Gaming has not started the Khazra camp of their own. They're going to have to be careful, as Team Reapers will be keeping an eye on that on these rotations. Chen coming on down to try to help with this wave clear. Brown Bala evading the slide of ETC. Junkrat still in the bottom lane working on this camp clear. The rest of Wildheart Gaming doing the same in the mid lane. Team Reapers off to a little bit of an XP advantage here, about 500 ahead. So we see Wildheart Gaming is trying to jump on their camp. But Team Reapers won't let it go so easily. It looks like they're just going to go for a full camp invade. Silver coming on down from the top lane. They want this camp and they want it now. Shrine coming up in about 25 seconds here. McNulty trying to get onto the point. Lupus gets the icing, but here comes Red 11. We've got a full-blown fight here over this camp. Silver walking right into the back line, trying to get Tempest. Red 11 very, very low on the point. Junkrat's going to go down first. ETC next. This could be trouble. Leoric is going down as well. And they're fully committing to this point. Hope getting bullied around in the background. Lupus somehow staying alive on this point. Brown Paula just poking from the edges with 200 health. Adas trying to get away with that blink. Mephisto is going to go down. There's the kill onto Anduin. JP could be next. That's 5 kills for Wildheart Gaming. Unbelievable stuff. And now Wildheart is going to jump onto this Arcane Shrine in the bottom lane. Weenus dropping the 69 in chat. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a great day, buddy. Junkrat going to try to match the soak of Leo in the top lane. It's been a while since I've seen a full commit over a camp like that. Both teams felt like they had the upper hand. A lot of regen, a lot of very low health bars, but it was Wildheart Gaming that came out ahead there. Very nicely done. Level 7 has arrived for the blue team. They're going to go ahead and finish off this Arcane Shrine as Junkrat rotates between the 2 lanes. We're going to have Arcane Punisher pushing down the bottom lane. Junkrat's still in the top lane, so we're going to have a 4-player push here in the bottom. There's the stun onto ETC, a very well-placed Blizzard. Unbelievable work there by Lupus. Gets the kill onto ETC. Bit of a blind pickup there onto ETC. It looks like this Punisher, there's the sleep. Ooh, what a very nice blink by Mephisto. And the Leap of Faith by Anduin is going to save 8S. Bottom fort is going to be taken out by our first Punisher, and it looks like Wildheart Gaming is going to retreat to the Causer camp to try to pick up that steal. ETC trying to ward away this mid lane push. Wildheart Gaming thinking better of this camp as we had quite the brawl last time. Red 11 getting the stun onto McNulty. Lupus trying to follow up onto ETC. Looks like Wildheart is going to back off as they see the rest of Team Reapers on the defense. It's going to be Junkrat versus Leoric in this solo lane. That's going to be a little bit tough for Leoric. It's tough to get in range of a Junkrat. I mean, if he ever catches him, he's going to deal big, big damage. But catching a Junkrat sure isn't easy. Once again, Wildheart is trying to steal the neutral camp. It looks like they've got a little bit of an advantage. They've committed one more player this time. McNulty with the body blocks. They're going to pick up this camp. Let's see if they can make it on out of here. Yep, Team Reapers is going to have to back off. They do convert the camp this time around. Junkrat still working on the double clear. Camp up in about 10 seconds. Wildheart Gaming just keeping an eye on these rotations. Looks like they're going to go ahead and start up this Shaman camp, as level 10s are arriving for both of our squads. On the side of Team Reapers, we do have the Entomb. We've got the Durance of Hate, Mosh Pit coming out, Light Bomb. Cassia still thinking about it as Team Reapers looking for a rotation. A nice pushback, or a nice sleep, I should say, from Dope Monster. Stops the slide of Red 11. Wildheart Gaming picking up the Wandering Keg on the Chen. We do have the Riptire from Junkrat, Avalanche from May. Is that the Rainer's Raider? It is. We do see a Rainer's Raider coming out from Brown Bala. It is going to be Valkyrie from the Cassia, finally picked. McNulty looking for the gank here. The Wandering Keg is out, and it is going to roll right on out of that Entomb. Anna still thinking about that heroic choice. I was expecting to see an Eye of Horus, but they're keeping it hidden for now. Lupus getting caught here on the vision. And there it is. It's Eye of Horus coming out from Dope Monster. Pretty even in XP here are our two teams. We do see a large hero kill XP for Wildheart Gaming, but the minion XP being picked up by Team Reapers is starting to add up here, as Lupus trying to interrupt the rotation of Team Reapers and get the rest of the squad on out of there. Very nicely done. Shrine is activating in the top lane. We are going to have that Frozen Punisher. Very important now that it shuts off structures. Junkrat could be in some trouble here. Tempest is caught on this rotation, avoids the Valkyrie, but that's a lot of Mephisto damage, and Junkrat's going to go down. That's 25 seconds without Junkrat as this Shrine is popping. That's a very well-timed pickup by Team Reapers. Nicely done. Wildheart is going to go ahead and clear their Khazra camp, waiting on Junkrat to return to the battlefield. We'll see what sort of minion advantage Team Reapers can make here. They're going to leave Leoric on the Shrine and use the rest of the team to soften up this fort wall, get as much... Sorry, got a little catch in my throat there. Get as much effectiveness out of this Punisher as possible. Junkrat is back on the field. 16 minions dead, now 22 for Team Reapers. So Wildheart is going to have to move on to this point. They're trying to pick up level 13, but I'm not sure if they have enough time here. Looks like they may just have a fight. Durance of Hate is out, but it whiffs. Hades in the backline. There is the Avalanche, but that misses Mephisto. This could be trouble for Leoric. The Unstoppable is there in time. Riptire is out trying to push back the members of Team Reapers. It looks like Wildheart Gaming are going to start the clear here, but with 31 minions down, they just need a little bit of poke, does Team Reapers. The Wandering Keg is out, catches Cassia. JP could be in trouble here, getting pushed right into the members of Wildheart Gaming. Light Bomb is out, catches one. Brown Ball is going to have to be careful. Well-timed sleep. It looks like Rainer's going to get peeled out. Oh, Dope Monster is caught in the Entomb. This could be trouble for Ana. Does evade a little bit more of that Lightning Nova damage, but the Frozen Punisher is out, and the kill is there onto Ana. Looks like we may have a counter kill onto Silver, though. Leoric is going to go down. Chen trying to stay alive in the back. McNulty using that stagger, but Chen will ultimately fall. That's 2 kills for Team Reapers, with 1 kill for Wildheart Gaming. This fort is off. Tempest could be in some trouble here. Red 11 looking for the slide. Looks like Tempest is going to get away. Oh, ETC hanging out a little bit too long under that fort. Red 11 is going to fall. Hades looking for some extra damage onto Tempest. Tempest actually getting rooted there. That could be trouble. Silver finishes off that kill. There's the Eye of Horus from the base, and Mephisto will be taken out. Dope Monster using that Eye of Horus to great effect. Is going to force Team Reapers back. Top fort is gone. But overall, a pretty good defense there by Wildheart Gaming. Looks like Team Reapers is going to go ahead, keep an eye on things, going to start up this Khazra camp. Very even on XP here, very even on structures, at least for now, as we see Wildheart Gaming with only 4 members pushing down this top fort. Mephisto's back on the field, will be joining before Junkrat, given the position of this possible fight. Let's see if they've got enough here. Silver looking to stop things. Oh, very nice peels. The sleep lands. The blizzard is enough to push back Team Reapers, and Wildheart Gaming will go and meet up with Junkrat on these rotations. Wildheart looking for the camp clear. Team Reapers is going to go ahead and pick up their Shaman camp while they have the opportunity. Lupus is keeping an eye on things, sees that's happening, but in no position. Is just going to go ahead and finish off that top fort that just needed a sneeze. Lupus could be in trouble, though. The members of Team Reapers are mounted. May gets up onto the mount. Red 11 looking for the slide. Wildheart Gaming is in no position to help, but the Eye of Horus is there. I don't know if that's going to be enough. The icing is there. Leoric is stopped. Oh my gosh, the Eye of Horus. I think that's going to be enough. The slow is there onto Lupus. Oh, but a nice zoning trap, and May is going to escape. Really, really nice work there. I can't believe that gank escape worked. Just sublime movement coming out from May. The Eye of Horus on the assist, knowing exactly the way that they needed to escape. Amazing work there from Lupus. Wildheart Gaming is going to move down to the neutral Khazra camp, looking for level 16 to match Wildheart Gaming here. Taking a look back at that XP, Wildheart still ahead with that hero kill XP, still about 1.5k behind in the minion XP, but starting to catch up on the mercenaries here as they're going to push down the mid lane. And Team Reapers is going to rotate back. This could be trouble here. Red 11 has caught most of them out of position. There's the slide onto Lupus. Tempest is getting on out of there. Brown Ball has used the pushback. McNulty and Lupus are on a bit of an island here. Chen and May pretty survivable, though. Lupus uses the icing to get on through. Chen still pretty healthy in the top lane, avoiding the stun and the damage from Cassia. And once again, just some artful movement there coming out from Wildheart Gaming. It is going to be the Mortar Punisher coming in the mid lane. Both teams are at level 16. Junkrat looking to clear out this bottom camp. The rest of Wildheart Gaming wants to get this mid lane pushing in the right direction to control the vision on this point. McNulty baiting out the attempt. The stagger is there. Durance of Hate comes out, looking to catch the members in a bush. Valkyrie's there as well. Mephisto's taken in by the avalanche, but saved by Anduin for now. There's the stun onto 2. JP and Silver are separated. Ooh, Red 11 gets interrupted by the Wandering Keg, though. Silver in a lot of trouble. Leoric is going to be down first. JP trying to escape. The Eye of Horus is out once again, trying to save the team. Red 11 is down. 8S trying to put some damage onto Dope Monster, but Mephisto will fall. That's 3 kills for Wildheart Gaming, but they're not done. Hope gets pushed back by May. Anduin trying to get on out of there. The Blizzard is great, though, and that's 4 kills for Wildheart Gaming. They shed the tower aggro. They're going to go ahead and push onto this mid fort and then retreat on back. Start up this shrine. Silver back on the battlefield. McNulty keeping things spicy on the Chen. Looks like they're going to use the player advantage to steal this camp. Junkrat's going to go ahead and start those minions. This will get mid lane pushed out in preparation for this Mortar Punisher. Team Reaper's almost completely back on the field now. Anduin just now spawning in the Hall of Storms. Leoric trying to catch up on XP in that bottom lane. The rest of Team Reapers are just going to go ahead and wait mid, get the camp cleared away. It looks like Wildheart Gaming may be pausing this at 39. I want to see if they're going to break away for this camp. It looks like Chen and Raynor are going to go ahead and start up the camp. They are going to pause it at 39. Camp is taken. See how long they want to pause here. Still rotating around. They want this camp to catch up. They want to get the push here. Chen clearing away the bottom lane. This will give the opportunity. Team Reapers looking to possibly snag this Shaman camp before Wildheart Gaming gets the invade. Silver keeping an eye on things. Goes ahead and starts those minions just to put a clock on Wildheart Gaming. They're not going to be able to stall forever. Shaman camp is picked up by Team Reapers. Still with plenty of time, though. Wildheart Gaming wants to get this bottom Khazar camp pushing out. Create a double threat here. Looks like McNulty is going to go ahead and possibly finish off this last minion, and there it is. Mortar Punisher coming on through for Wildheart Gaming. Level 20 may be able to be picked up with these waves. There's the Blizzard. The Unstoppable from Leoric is going to be enough, though. And Silver's going to get away. Level 20 on the horizon here. Mortar Punisher going to be dealing a lot of damage to this wall. There's the sleep. There's the... Oh, the Unstoppable from Anduin is enough to evade the Wandering Keg. Level 20 is here for Wildheart Gaming. Oh, the Durance is good, though. It catches, too. Valkyrie onto Tempest. But the damage follow-up is not there. They're working on clearing out this Mortar Punisher. There's the stun onto JP. Light Bomb just in case. Cassie's going to be okay for now. There's the Riptire. Bottom keep is down. This Mortar Punisher is pretty haggard here, though. Looking for an opportunity. Is Wildheart Gaming. They've got the level 20 advantage. There's the root onto Chen. Silver's harassing the members of Wildheart in the top lane. Core is down to 75% here. Wildheart, they're thinking about it. They're maintaining their position. McNulty is on the core. The Unstoppable from Chen is enough to get away from this core damage. 50% on the core. There's the Wandering Keg. ETC is going to go down here. Brown Balla could be next, though. Silver is on the chase. Oh, but a fantastic Junkrat mine saves Brown Balla, but Wildheart Gaming is going to have to start backing off. Endurance of Hate does not land. Raynor still has to get on out of there. Lupus Trying to get away with that icing. Ooh, evades the Valkyrie. Eye of Horus is out, but it's a short-range one. Silver could be in some trouble here. Level 20 Entomb is not online. Leoric is down. Brown Ball is somehow still alive, but there goes May and Raynor. Cassia falling as well. It's a 3v2. Light Bomb is back online. Core down to 49% as Wildheart Gaming retreats. Only Mephisto and Anduin are still on the field. With Ana and Chen, they'll be able to establish themselves on this camp, but level 20 is here for Team Reapers. That means the Silence will be coming out onto May, Silence possibly coming out onto Chen. That means Team Reapers just got a lot more lethal here. Junkrat trying to pick up the soak in the top lane. Looks like we had a little bit of damage onto that top keep from those stacked up catapults. Got about 15 seconds till both squads are at full strength. Red 11 is going to see Tempest on this rotation. Ooh, dodges the grenades, but the rest of the team is dismounted. This could be trouble. The Wandering Keg is out. Tempest trying to get away. There's a good bump back. McNulty saving Tempest for the meantime. As we see May and Raynor back on the field. Cassia rejoining the fight. And both teams are at full strength here. Still 5 structures for the side of Wildheart Gaming. Only 2 keeps remaining for Team Reapers. If the next fight goes in Wildheart Gaming's way, they can march straight to the core. If the next fight goes Team Reaper's way, they could possibly go top lane. The top keep is softened up. The wall is gone. So this could really go either way at this point. These teams are going to have to be very, very careful on these rotations. Lupus discovered in that bush by JP. McNulty threatening Red 11 there. Silver is looking to go in. There's... Ooh, is possibly looking for that Entomb. Top Shrine is activating. It is going to be an Arcane Shrine. These teams just feigning right now. Just throwing out jabs, seeing who's going to commit first. Those Junkrat mines are starting to hurt, though. Using as much Anduin healing as is permitted. Try to stay alive here. Got those extra traps coming out from Junkrat. And the Shrine is activated. I'm just waiting for one of these teams to pull the trigger. There's the Blizzard. There's the Durance. The Durance doesn't land, though. Hades is on the back line, trying to deal some extra damage to Tempest and Brownballa. Red 11 getting pushed back by Lupus. Uses the slide to get on out of there. The Silence Entomb is out. It's onto Raynor. The Light Bomb. Oh, onto Silver. Catches 2 in the back. Silver taking a lot of damage, and Leoric is going to go down first. McNulty in the back. The Riptire is out. Still very healthy are the members of Team Reapers. Bolts of the Storm is used by Red 11. That's the big escape for ETC. Eye of Horus is out. Ana trying to catch up to the rest of the squad now. There's the big slows coming out from Chen. Leoric is back pretty soon here. They want extra kills. The Valkyrie is there onto Raynor. There's the Durance. Is that enough for the kill onto Raynor? There's the stun. Raynor is down. That's a huge kill for Team Reapers. As I am... God. I'm disconnected. I'm coming back. It's all good. It's all good. Raynor down. Leoric about to get back on the field. Using that unstoppable, unbelievably avoiding the Silence Entomb is McNulty. Team Reapers is going to go ahead and jump onto this shrine. Junkrat trying to use those grenades to delay as much as possible, but still 35 seconds until Brown Ball is back on the field. Wildheart Gaming going to go ahead and try to pick up these camps as a consolation prize. Bottom lane's pushing pretty hard here. Bottom keep could be taken as we see JP working on this Shaman camp to aid this Punisher. The rest of Wildheart Gaming is going to get these camps moving in the mid lane. Looking to possibly feign core here. Bottom keep is very, very weak. Are they going to force a back here from Team Reapers? Silver gets the clear there. Keeping an eye on things. They are starting to back. Wildheart Gaming is threatening core. They're just going to go ahead and clear this lane. Looks like they're going to back on out of there. Try to delay this push as much as possible. McNulty, a little bit late on the mount there. JP's looking for the dismount. Does get it. Uses the Wandering Keg. Looks like it's going to be enough. get on out of there, and Wildheart Gaming is going to come on back for the defense. His Punisher still very healthy, being baited by Lupus towards the mid lane. Keep is gone. It's a 5v5 defense. Actually, Mephisto and Leoric are just working on the clear right now. So this is not a full push here for Team Reapers. It looks like this Punisher is going to be cleared away pretty much for free here. Wildheart Gaming making a fantastic gambit in the bottom lane, baiting the members of Team Reapers back to their core. And they really nullified this objective. Very nicely done. And this game is pretty much reset. Wildheart's going to go ahead and jump onto their Shaman camp. Team Reapers is going to take a look at the Khazra camp in the bottom lane. Leoric trying to catch up the bottom lane as to not worry about that push once again. It's all going to come down to rotations. Who's going to get caught out? Chen coming to join the fight. Lupus going around the back way. Looking for a possible flank. Lupus is in the back line. Looks for the Blizzard onto Red 11. Ooh, Lupus in a lot of trouble here. Has to pop the trait. Avoids the Valkyrie. There's the Durance. Oh, and the Durance doesn't land. 8S is in there trying to deal as much damage as possible, but the Root is not there. Leoric is lurking around the top, looking for that Entomb possibility. But these teams are going to go ahead and reset once again. Leoric heading to the top lane to try to deal with this Shaman camp, the rest of Wildheart Gaming. Trying to get this bottom lane pushed out. Keeping an eye on the rotations. Team Reapers with the full clear in the top lane. Lupus doing a good job keeping vision. Let's see if they can catch anyone here. Keeping an eye on this camp. Team Reapers taking the safe rotation. Cassia does show in the mid lane. Wildheart's looking for any opportunity. Silver's going to go ahead and safely rotate. Actually, with Lupus discovered, they're going to go ahead and move in. Khazra camp being taken by Wildheart Gaming. This is a bit of a risk. They will pick this up. Oh, there's the... Oh, big save by Anduin, though. That's Wandering Keg committed. Silver is going to Wraith Walk on out of there. And this is down to the wire, folks. I need some water. Goodness me. Wildheart going to pick up their second camp for the mid lane. Silver trying to keep an eye on things. Team Reapers is as 5 in the mid. Good spread here by Wildheart Gaming. Chen does show in lane. Cassia rotating Safeway. We are going to have the Frozen Punisher in the bottom lane. Tempest avoids the Valkyrie. This is a lot of damage onto Silver. Leoric goes down. That's a huge kill for Wildheart Gaming. The Silence Entomb is out of the equation. Leoric will be coming back quickly, but will it be quickly enough? The Wandering Keg is out. Cassia is caught out of position, trying to push Cassia back into the members of Wildheart Gaming. Red 11 is looking for any opportunity to mosh. The Avalanche catches no one. There's the quick pull from Hope. Riptire is out, going to push away the members of Team Reapers. Wildheart Gaming looking to control this shrine. Silver is not that long getting back onto the battlefield. Wildheart's really going to have to hurry up with this minion clear. Silver is almost back. The Durance is out and catches one. This is a huge deal, Dope Monster. The core is actually starting to go down here. McNulty has to back 50% on the core of Wildheart Gaming, 47% as Chen finally gets back for the clear. There's the silence onto Raynor. Is that going to be enough to save Brown Ball? It looks like it will be. Oh, but the Valkyrie is there. Is that going to be enough? 100 health. Oh my goodness, how is he still alive? Dope Monster is unreal. Silver's way in deep. Leoric is down once again. The keg is there. Red 11 gets a huge mosh onto 2, is immediately interrupted though. The Eye of Horus is out, looking for the kill onto Red 11. ETC is going to go down. McNulty and Lupus are on the chase. Mephisto is down. JP trying to get the kill onto Brown Bala, but Cassia is going to fall. Hope is caught by the Chen. The core is under pressure in the mid lane. Anduin the only one left alive, and it looks like Wildheart Gaming will clean this up and cruise on to victory. Chen is going to go back just in case. Wildheart with the full team wipe. Junkrat clearing this lane, and there it is. Wildheart Gaming picks up the 2-0 victory. GG. Super game there. Very back and forth. The score says 23-8, but that game really came down to the final moments there. Wildheart Gaming forcing the back after Team Reapers successfully taking a late game Punisher. Controlling the rotations, controlling the vision. Both teams taking huge swings at one another. Leoric going down, Raynor going down. But ultimately, it was Wildheart Gaming who picks up the victory. Junkrat once again sweeping the stats for Wildheart Gaming. Mephisto dealing huge damage, 82,000 hero damage for Team Reapers. Take a quick look at the talents, and we'll head back to the main screen, and we'll see if we can get an interview here with Wildheart Gaming.
Hey, what's up?
Hello, McNulty. Congratulations on winning your first series of the year.
Thank you.
The season, I should
Tempest
say.
is also coming.
Tempest, welcome.
Hello?
So, quite the series there, picking up the 2-0 victory, but those were anything but cakewalks. How you feeling after this this first series?
So, we're pretty good.
You first.
Go for it, Tempest.
Personally disappointed in my play. I feel like I could have done better, but I'm glad the team could carry us to a 2-0 win. So I'm satisfied with that.
Well, I'm less sad. I'm pretty happy with my plays.
Dude, I was feeding out of my mind on Junkrat, getting so much trait value.
Definitely saw some big haymakers being thrown from both squads in this series.
Yeah, I thought that I mean, this was our first series. It's exciting to play competitive matches, you know. So a lot of people were really emotional, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was good. It was a good one.
Very good stuff. So taking a look there at Braxis Holdout, we saw the big Junkrat plays coming out, doing very well there with the zone control. Talk to me a little bit about the Arthas Malthael matchup, because you had the opportunity to respond to the Malthael. Where did you feel the Arthas fit in with that comp? Okay,
so Arthas, it's good for two reasons there. The first is Malthael is obviously really strong against most top laners, but Arthas after 7 can just hold the point for a long time. Malthael's not going to be able to push him out because you literally just stand and hit. So basically, if you're just looking at it from the perspective of somebody occupying a point and not backing down, Arthas does that really well. But the main reason for the Arthas pick was we're generally not looking just at the one-on-one matchups, but also for team fight play. And Arthas is still pretty good against Cassia. So we figured if I just like walk into her and when she like either fends in or kind of comes up, then it'll really shortchange their damage. So so I was looking at it from one, point control, and two, team fight perspective. We also thought that if we got off to a good start, we would have the option to just snowball completely with Syndragosa. Not that that's like the go-to. As it was, both teams were like dead even at that point in the game, so I wasn't gonna go Syndra. But it gives us like the option of just taking a small lead and making it huge with Syndra.
All right, that's some good analysis there. Makes a lot of sense for sure.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me a little bit about the boss calls there on Braxis Holdout. They weren't the usual, get the team wipe, retreat to the boss sort of plays. You took them in, I wouldn't say they were clear takes, and definitely had to get some good plays there from ETC to push May off the point. What sort of points in the game are you looking for on Braxis Holdout as an opportunity to take that boss?
So that, Melody, can I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so the main times we went for boss calls were basically when they don't expect it. As you said, most times, you kill them and then you do boss unless you have a Genji. But us, we kind of went for it at like unexpected times, usually when we had a talent tier advantage, so we were confident in a fight and we knew that they were going to be caught off guard. Also, we actually have incredible point control with Junkrat, Boop, Stukov of Swipes, and ETC's Encore. So we should be able to hold point even against a Mei, who herself is also pretty good at it.
Well, we
Yeah.
definitely saw some great boss pad control there in that game, denying the icing twice there, actually.
Just to back up what Tempest was saying, though, real quick, and we'll watch the games over, but I'm pretty sure every time boss was called, we did have an advantage of some sort. Now, it wasn't like an overwhelming advantage in any of the situations, but anytime you're ahead a little bit, you want to ask yourself what you can do with it. And on Braxis, like, the boss is actually pretty huge. It's as impactful as the Zerg wave itself. So I don't think any of the boss calls were, like, bad or lucky. I think that they were all trying to make a little advantage and making it bigger, which is what we're all trying to focus on as far as how to get better and how to beat better teams. Is better teams than us have been taking little advantages and making them big, and that's why I think that we have the biggest area to grow. So we got a few advantages against them, and they were pretty small. I mean, a lot of teams, a lot of matches would have been like taking it to 20, but we want to focus on then something small and making it something big. And on Braxis, it's always the boss.
Absolutely. I thought you guys did a fantastic job there, especially in game number 1. Just like you said, taking small advantages and making big plays out of them. And we saw ultimately stringing those plays into a victory there on game number 1. Game number 2, Infernal Shrines. We saw the Chen coming out, ultimately putting in some good work, displacing the Anduin and the Mephisto and just generally making things havoc in the back line. But I'm interested in the draft. So we got the first pick, Ana, coming out. Was Eye of Horus the plan from that point, or was that more of a draft adaptation as the picks went on?
So Dopey, who recently just role swapped the healer 2 weeks ago, I've been helping coaching him on it since I used to be a healer back in Dives in 2019. So we don't go in necessarily saying oh, he's gonna nano or he's gonna Horus. It's more of just as the draft goes, he'll see based on the DPS if he needs to nano or if he should go for Horus. Because we have Raynor Junkrat can benefit with Riptire, but that's about it. You're putting 2 ults into one basket. And so Horus is the more defensive option and also really good at saving us from getting picks. They were running around trying to get picks a lot, and there was one moment where they dove Mei top, and she got out because Eye of Horus was able to save her with the heals.
Absolutely. That was a wild goose chase. That's going to make a great clip later. Lupus doing a just unbelievable job. I can't believe Mei escaped from that. And it was multiple times where you got Chen peeled out of there, you got Mei peeled out of there a couple times, with Eye of Horus definitely being a big factor in those. Now, late game Infernal Shrines, we're past level 20, basically talking about next team fight's going to win the game. What are comms like for you guys as you're moving around the map? What are you looking for in terms of an engagement?
So we were saying play slow. We have mid and bot pressure. And there were 2 spots where they kind of blew Durance. This was by bottom camp. And then we thought that we had an ult advantage, so we were then trying to look for a pick-off. That's when I went for a barrel that got Anduin D'd. And at that point, that was a good trade-off for them because they had the double D on 20. So yeah, we ideally wanted, that's, before that happened, for example, on Top Shrine, we just wanted to poke and have it last as long as possible. Unfortunately, we got a Leoric kill, but he's back really early, of course. They hung around. I think they got a Raynor kill. And that's when we just opted to just give it at that point. But we wanted that shrine to last 5 minutes because then we would have won the game. As far as bottom, it was kind of more of the same. It was all right. We have 2 keeps down. Their core is really, really low. Maybe we can just keep them here. We didn't really want to hard engage, but it was hard, right? We're excited to watch it back because it was a weird game where we didn't really want to fight, but at the same time, we didn't really want to not fight because we can't just give the shrine either. So what ended up happening is we then realized top lane, which had been de-pushed for a while, then all of a sudden was a problem, and there were 3 katas on our core. So, and that's when we kind of won a little bit. We started doing the shrine, and then I had to back off to clear, and then the other team re-engaged on us. It was just pretty crazy. I would say we're excited to watch it back because we probably didn't handle it best. But in theory, we wanted to play it really slowly because we thought we would win the game with Winions, and we thought that it would force them to engage into us, and their comp doesn't do that well. but which is how we kind of got like the barrel eventually under the fort and stuff. And I think that's what led us to then win the fight. But at the same time, it was all kinds of messy. So the best laid plans of mice and men or whatever.
There are definitely a lot of potential engages, great saves from both sides, going from level 20 to 21 to 22, and then ultimately that final fight, able to pick up those kills and push onto the core. And that's the 2-0 domination, the first series of the year. All right, well, as we close things out here, are there any shout-outs you'd like to make?
No, you go first.
Oh, I was gonna let you go first, Dennis. Nah, I mean, shout out to the whole team. We've been Brown Balla was the guy who was like, let's form up a team. And I previously played NGS a while ago, but it's been quite a few seasons, and thought it was a good idea that he kind of wanted us to do this. And honestly, I'm really thankful and glad that he suggested that, because it's been very fun. HOTS is a great game. As I'm sure all of us playing it and watching it probably think.
Absolutely.
So shout out to the team. We actually really have been preparing, and we were really excited for the start of the season. I mean, I think the season was supposed to start like tomorrow, so we really wanted to get it going a day early. That's how excited we were. So shout out to the team.
Getting that day zero action.
Yeah. Shout out to the other team as well, by the way. Like, it was pretty competitive games, so good stuff.
Yeah, good
Absolutely.
games. Shout out to Ripers. For my shout out, so my shout out goes to DB Smiley. I think he did the 323 weekly news show on the NGS main channel this week.
Yes.
And he really disrespected us by putting us in B tier, and I needed that motivation to just come out and start killing people today. So, I appreciate him for disrespecting us so that I can go out, because I think we're A tier team. Shalon from Double Paradox also thought that, so I appreciate him. I won't let you down. And yeah, shout outs to you also for casting us. I know this is a pretty early game for NGS season. You're probably getting ready for the season grind. It's like, oh, this is early game, and you grabbed it, and we really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure entirely. I'm glad to be out here, getting as many games as I can and seeing some fantastic Heroes of the Storm. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me, and good luck going forward.
Hey, thanks a lot.